Hey Mountain Dreamers, Kristen Walter here today talking to you about how do real estate agents get paid. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome to my channel. Make sure you click the like button, the subscribe button. Go find me on my website. I've got some blogs over there, and make sure you share this channel with all your friends. I talk about real estate in Colorado, but a lot of this is the same in other states. I also have a channel where I teach real estate professionals. So if you're a real estate professional, an agent, title company, a lender, I have business planning classes. I have all types of classes for you over at my other YouTube channel, The Real Classroom. So I have been a real estate professional in the state of Colorado since 2007. I am a broker owner in the state of Colorado. I am not an attorney. I do not write contracts. I'm not allowed to write contracts. If you'll see my other video, you can see that the Division of Regulatory Agencies for the state of Colorado and the Division of Real Estate are who regulates me and my business. So everything I'm telling you today comes right from the contracts in the state of Colorado. First thing that you need to know with how real estate agents get paid and how to hire one is it is completely against the law. It's called antitrust for any real estate agent to tell you this is the standard fee. There's no such thing. Every agent in the state of Colorado, per the exclusive right to buy contract right now in 2021, I'm going to drop that link below to the actual contract, or the exclusive right to sell contract. So whether you're a buyer or a seller, the way that your agent gets paid is spelled out in that contract. And guess what? It's all negotiable. You get to decide with your real estate agent. Now, typically, we're going to come to you and let you know how much we think that we're worth, how much money we have to pay to the government, how much money we expect to profit, because we are people who work for profit. We don't run charities for the most part. And then how much money, if we're representing you as the seller and another real estate agent comes along, that we're going to have to pay that other real estate agent. So we're factoring in all those things when we're showing you our value to you. And typically it is a percentage. It doesn't have to be. It can be a flat fee. If you look at the contracts that I put below, there's even retainer fees. Your real estate agent can even ask you for an upfront marketing fee if they want, that you just write a check for a certain amount of money, and then they put that check to use to sell your property for you. So see, nothing is set in stone. Everything is negotiable. And here's what I know about my business at this point in my career. So I've been doing this for a while now, and I've been in the mountains since 2014. When I first moved to the mountains as a real estate agent, I made the mistake of putting people in my car all weekend showing properties for free. I was new to the community. I thought people were gonna close business with me. I would take them to lunch, I'd take them to coffee, and then nothing would ever happen. And so in that situation, if you're coming out for what I call a discovery tour, it's possible that your real estate agent will ask you to pay them an upfront flat fee to take them out shopping for real estate. And I don't think that this is a bad thing, because a lot of you are really just trying to discover the area. You want the expert advice of a real estate agent, but you don't necessarily want to feel tied to them or obligated to them. I know many of you say, well, let me buy you lunch or let me buy you dinner. But if I'm with you for 2 8-hour days, 16 hours, that's worth more than a lunch or a dinner. And so in order for both parties to feel comfortable, a lot of times buyer's agents will ask for an upfront fee. And again, it can be written in the contract. In the exclusive right to buy, this is something that I think is different from other states, that you can actually write a contract with your buyer's agent that obligates them to you and you to them, so that they're working in your best interest from the very beginning and you're paying them something from the very beginning. And so if you're in my car all weekend and I ask you for an upfront fee and you close with me, I'm crediting you that fee at closing, right? I'm not going to just take an extra spot off the top. But if you never call me again and you never show up again, then nobody has any hard feelings. Nobody feels obligated, and no one feels like they owe anybody anything. So that is one scenario that I have seen done that I think is fair. Again, everything's negotiable. Now, the other way that is more common is that in that exclusive right to buy, your real estate agent will spell out what the average percentage in the area is that sellers agents are paying buyers agents. And so as a buyer's agent in Summit County, Colorado, when I'm writing the percentage that most other sellers agents will be paying me at closing, I'm putting that in our contract. Now, flip that over to the sales side, exclusive right to sell. Typically, because we all work together in what I call co-opetition, so I'm part of an MLS, I'm part of the Realtor Board, and as part of the MLS, when I show a property of a listing agent, they are promising to pay me upon a successful closing as the buyer's agent or the buyer's broker. So typically, those listing agents will charge their sellers whatever they're going to be paying me. So when you're sitting down at a listing appointment and your real estate agent says to you they will sell their house for you, and here's the percentage or here's the fee or the flat fee or the number or whatever they're going to charge you, typically a portion of that money goes to the person who's representing the buyer. Again, everything's negotiable. I'm not suggesting it's one way or the other. This is just how we see it being done. And I think that this is probably common in the United States. But I want you to know the most important thing is that as business owners, it's a funky model to me because we're getting paid a success fee. So whether we sell the property or not, we're working. And so I want you to keep that in mind. If at any point in the relationship with your real estate professional, you feel like they're not providing you value, they're not doing their job, or something goes wrong, that they've essentially put in all of that work for free unless you decide to pay them. And I know that there are nightmares that happen where real estate agents don't do the work, so you got to work that out with your agent. But I'm just here to give you a behind the scenes look when it's actually in front of the scenes, because the contracts are on the Division of Real Estate, but many of you don't go look there before you're going to hire a real estate agent. Before I get to real estate agent bonuses, on how much agents get paid on a bonus basis, drop a comment below. What state are you living in? What questions do you have? Have I made it clear, or did I make it not very clear today? And again, make sure that you know that I'm not a real estate attorney. I don't make these rules. I'm not supposed to be explaining the contracts. I'm not supposed to be even, giving you exact details. So I'm doing the best that I can do without, getting the lawyers mad at me. But I'm trying to be honest with you because I don't think a lot of people are explaining this on the internet, and I don't think a lot of people are explaining it even at the buyer appointment or the listing appointment. So a lot of you guys have asked me, what about agents who get bonuses, like from a builder? So a lot of times as a buyer's agent, if I'm representing you on a new construction, or sometimes just the seller wants to provide a bonus to the buyer's agent to close by a certain time or at a certain price. In my company, and in most companies who have attorneys who write additional provisions for us or who represent us, it's my obligation to disclose those bonuses to you so that everything is above board. So if you're building a new construction home and you're paying a certain price and the builder has promised me a bonus on top of the regular money that they're going to pay me, then I'm disclosing that to you because I want you to know, hey, this builder has offered me a $5,000 or $10,000 bonus if we are under contract by the 31st. You're going to know that before I get paid, and that is something that is important to ask, is whether your agent is going to disclose any and all bonuses, commissions, incentives, all of that, because it is the law. I'm not allowed to receive any kickbacks. So real estate agents in Colorado and real estate brokers are not allowed to receive any kickbacks, meaning I can't refer you to a title company or a lender or even an inspector or anyone in the real estate process and receive money from them without telling you. And really, I don't want to receive any money from them because the waters get very muddy on who I'm allowed to get the referrals from and all of that, and I just don't do it. In Colorado, it is illegal for agents, brokers, all of that to receive what's called kickbacks from those people. So if you think that something like that is going on, then I recommend you call the Division of Real Estate. I'll put that number below. If you have any complaints about any real estate agents in the state of Colorado, we're going to put the number below. And if they are a part of the National Association of Realtors, what that means is they are subscribing to a higher standard of ethics than just abiding by the law. The code of ethics is huge. I can try to cover that in another video. But if you think that your agent, your realtor is being unethical, you can also reach out to the National Association of Realtors and make an ethics complaint against them. Okay, so those were some really heavy topics right at the end. I don't want you to be afraid. I think that a lot of agents work really hard for their money, and if you're confused about the terminology, in the state of Colorado, we have brokers and associate brokers. So I have unfortunately been using the word agent in this video. It's just out of habit because I know there's real estate agents all over the world, but in Colorado we're classified as brokers or associate brokers. And right now in Colorado, in order to become a broker, you have to have been an associate broker. So that's the brand new licensee. That's the minimum level agent that you can be in Colorado as an associate broker. In order to be a broker, like I am, you have to have been an associate broker for 2 years, and you have to complete a very lengthy education process and also just more continuing education every year. So just to give you some of the terminology, when you're dealing with a broker or an associate broker in the state of Colorado, we are all very highly educated. We've had to take hours upon hours of education. We have to continue our education. We have to take tests. We have to maintain our ethics and standards. We do background checks, and it's very highly regulated in Colorado. If you have more interest in knowing the differences between other states, especially when it comes to the real estate acquisition process in Colorado, check out my other video. And hey, thanks for watching. I can't wait to see you in the mountains. Bye for now.